Hi, beautiful Leos. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Leos, it's going to be a new thing today. I've had a request, or a few requests rather, to do specific love readings, specifically about romantic relationships. And of course I can do that. I can try to do that. And I've already done it for 4 other signs, and I really love it. So I will continue to do it as long as it feels like the right thing to do. And for you guys starting, that's going to span over like 2 weeks. And then next week, for over 2 weeks, I'm going to do the general reading again, which is like, what does Leo need to hear the most right now in all of life? But for the first 2 weeks now, from the 29th that it is today, 29th of October, till the 11th of November, which in numerology, I just love numbers and how they're just fun to play with. And today, specifically today, having a reading that starts on the 29th, which is 2 for relationships. I shouldn't go too deep into it. I should say just 29th, which together becomes 11. 9 plus 2 is 11. And then in the 10th month, which is another 1. And we're ending it on the 11th of the 11th. So there's just a whole bunch of number ones, like new beginnings, just new beginnings everywhere. And of course, that's going to be for all of your life, not just for relationships. But since it's my intention is set for relationships, so there is a lot of new beginnings specifically for you guys. Since I start this, not for every sign, but for the signs that I'm doing today, it's specifically new beginnings. So it's awesome energy to step into. And so I will do a reading for committed relationships and for single people, and that's here on YouTube. And then the extended is going to be for how your person is viewing you. Where are they in relationship to you? Whether you are in a committed or in a single relationship. So let's see, guys, what we can find for you. I really enjoy to do these readings. I'm really happy that the request came, because I wasn't really thinking in this direction. I felt like there was enough, sorry to say, but there was enough love readings out there anyway. But it's fun. It's fun to mix it up. So I'm doing 3 cards at the same time. It gives me a bit of a story to see where you're at. And I'll show them to you, and then I'll dive deeper into them. Wow. Okay. So the word and the it might not even make sense why I show them, because I might see something completely different or get a completely different message. I just still want you guys to see what I'm working with. Knowledge is the first one out, because I find that if somebody shows a card, if I'm listening to a reading, or if somebody is saying something on television or in the movie or whatever, they can talk about something, showing something, and what they are showing is such a sign for me. The reader or the movie or the book, the vision, the whatever it is, might not say what it says to me. I might see something and I know what that means to me, even though I'm sitting here showing you this, talking about something completely different. Just because you saw a book, you might go, oh, there's the book that I've been asking for, or however that applies. I think you know what I mean. Then we have dreams, and then we have gratitude. Okay, Leos, and Leo is Lejonet in Swedish. Give me a moment. So I'm definitely drawn to talk about the single Leos out there. I don't want to say that yeah. It's okay. Just talk. Here's what it feels like. It feels like you feel like you're getting old. I don't know what that's up with, like what that's about, but it feels like it's due to, I don't know if you see, but there's like a lot of situations, happenings, relationships around you. You're the person sitting down, and whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. It's the picture is just of a woman. She's sitting down, she's reading, and there's like a whole bunch of like relationship situations around her, things happening here. And it feels like you've done your fair share of growth. It's like you lived your life, you have gathered enough information, you've gone through all the relationships that you needed to go through. You single Leo is sort of just having a moment of, I want to say quiet time almost. Not quiet time, but like just stillness, and just almost, I was going to say almost like in a bubble, but that's referring to, because if you have listened to me in the past, I've referred to a bubble before, and that is not the bubble that I'm talking about. It feels like almost like a quiet place. There might be things happening around you, but not too much is sort of happening. It's like, it's not a bad place to be in. It's not a dull place to be in. It's quite just quiet excitement, because it feels like you know that the next step is coming. You know that your person is coming. You know that you're not going to be single forever. And even those moments that come in that you say, am I going to be single forever? Those are very few, I feel. So I feel like you're taking your time. You're not rushing into anything. You really are having alone time with you, like quality time with you. And I feel like that is a really, really good thing, not to rush into anything. Then there's a light. It's just a light burning next to you. And that light becomes brighter and brighter and brighter. And I feel like that light is a symbolism for you, for your growth, for where you're going, where you came from, and where you're going. And you're just, it sounds so dramatic to say, like, picked up the pieces, putting yourself back together, just, resting your way back, healing your way back. It's very dramatic, but I feel like for some people that really is the case. You really have taken your time. You're still sitting down, but in a very, very short time, you will get back up. We have a phoenix rising situation here, I feel. And in the Scorpio season shifting, it's transformation. It's beautiful where you're headed. And I feel for you, it has been a bit detrimental in the past, but it has blown over. It's a done deal. There's no more like heavy stuff. You have moved past that. I really feel in my heart that you've moved past that. Okay, guys? And then for you committed relationships out there, for a committed relationship, I'm talking about a person that feel like they're with somebody else that they invested time with. It doesn't matter if it's 6 months or 6 years. It feels like you invested in them. They're committed to you, and you're committed to them. That's what a committed relationship is to me. And with this card coming out around committed relationships, I feel like I want to say that you're on a break or on a pause, but it feels like maybe you have ventured off to do your thing a little bit, and then the other person has ventured. There's no separation. There's no you haven't ended things, but I feel like maybe you are like doing a bit more your thing under the same roof while they're doing their thing under the same roof. And whether this is to your liking or not, let's see where the story goes. And for the singles, with the dream card coming out, I feel like I said, you're coming back into your own, as powerful as a person can probably be on this earth. Being Leo and having that sort of breakdown to put your pieces back together, you're just going to be a loving powerhouse. The amount of love that you're able and capable to hold and to receive and to give to somebody is just amazing. And I feel like you are still in dream state. I don't see this person coming in today or even next week, but I see that they're in the wings because they have entered your dream state. If you're in any sort of connection with them, it's still a very new it's a very, like, it might be with the text, it might be in dream state, it might be in your awake state and thinking about this person. I don't see you coming in together physically knowing this is it and let's go. But I feel like there's a slow build up. Because it's a slow build up for you to come back into your own true power, and you're not rushing anything. And as I say this, I am strongly now, I want to say that there's some Leos out there that have been separated from a significant other, and for some reason you went your different ways. Take however that applies in your life, why you went your separate ways. Now almost like wanting to come back together, and it's like you didn't see it coming. It's like almost like it can be like from 10 years back. It's like a reuniting with somebody that you were like, what? I haven't even thought of them. Like, I have had a completely different life since then. But they entered your dream state. They might have visited you in your dreams, and something has awoken inside of you. So let's just stay tuned to see what person is going to enter your life. But that is a possibility. And that's not going to be, I'm a single person, let's see if my past is going to come back or if a new is going to come back. I mean, this is specifically for some Leos. There is a past connection that is going to come back. For other single Leos, there is a new person coming in. It's not either or. That's not what I'm picking up on. Okay. Wait, did I do for committed? I don't know if I did for committed. I don't think I did. Whether I did or not, there's new information, or the first information or second information. Yeah, I feel like something is being awakened again. Something is being awakened between the people that are in a committed relationship, and it might have been a bit stale, it might have been a bit stagnant. You guys coming together again. I feel like you're thinking about things, you're remembering things how they were, you're even dreaming, like having dreams about how you want it to be for the future. And it's so funny because it's like you thought it might be with a different person. You thought yeah, we are maybe really going to separate because we're not reaching each other at this point in time. We're not speaking the same language anymore. We're leading two completely different lives, but under the same roof, like being off doing our own thing. I'm not feeling like cheating or being off doing their own thing. That's not at all what I'm implying here. I just feel like you're leading two different lives, two separate lives. And because you've started to dream and think and like feel what you want in another, like dreaming of, because you feel like you longed for your person, you miss them. Like, where are they? They're right there, but you don't feel them. And honestly, Leo, you haven't been there either. You've been disconnected, I feel. And because you have found yourself again dreaming of this, you attract them back into your life. So I feel like it's gonna be a beautiful Like dreaming about a new person, and wait, I already got somebody. They're right here. They're under my roof, and there they are. That sort of thing. And the third card out is gratitude, and I'm going to continue on the committed first and then do the single. So for the committed people out there, I just feel like be grateful for, I know this sentence just sucks, but truly be grateful for what you have. Just look at the person that you have next to you. And I know, I mean, it's, no, I'm not going to remember that song. Anyway, there's a song about how if you're in a good place, you want to work on the good things with your partner. If you're in a crappy place, you only see fault with your partner. So it's really up to you and what your journey you have been on. And it's not so much that where have they been and what have they done, how come you haven't shown me this side all along? Because you haven't been there. You've been disconnected. You've been wandering off. You've been doing such a soul-searching, deep-diving journey yourself, and so you possibly couldn't. And it's nothing wrong with that. That's just perfect how it's been, but you just couldn't. Now, it's like you're wanting to, because you want such a different life for yourself, be grateful, truly be grateful for what you have. And you might not even include relationships at this moment in time. When you look around feeling grateful for what you have, when you start to truly feel that gratitude in your heart and the person that you have right next to you, I feel like they're just going to light up your world again. The beauty in this card is like the kids and the water and the playfulness, and like you're holding the sun. This is you, Leo. You're just holding the sun in your hands. You have every capacity to create whatever you want. And so you are creating whatever you want. I just feel like your person truly is going to come back, but in a different light. You're going to see them in a completely different version that you haven't seen them in before. And it's really beautiful. And for you single people out there, coming up after like having dreams, having them enter and not rushing into anything, but really putting yourself back together and having dreams about them, possibly seeing them for your inner eye. And like I said, if you have come together with them, it is so brand new, it's funny. But with this card, feeling grateful, I feel like just a moment more spend on yourself. Just a moment more. Put gratitude all around. Look for the best in your life and just do that final touch up. There's no perfection. I get that. There's no perfection anywhere around anything. We just keep evolving. But that tiny little last piece, just to have that moment of quiet time around yourself, I feel like you need it. Like, just put your pieces back together, just rest and do you. But for just a tiny bit more to just shore up your energy even more. Because then your person is going to be here and it's going to be fireworks and you're not going to be alone anymore. So yeah, if this resonates with you, come to the extended if you want to, and we'll take a look at your person and where they're at in relationship to you. That's both for committed and for single people. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe on your way out if you haven't, and share with everybody you know if you want to. Take care. Bye.